Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Friday. Nice to see you all. In celebration of the fact that it's Friday, uh, I think it's time to see a cute little puppy dog. Let's go. There we go. Oh no, my! Come on, little puppy dog. Don't worry, everything will be okay. You're safe in here. Oh yeah, see, it's all good. Let's enjoy. Boy, you gotta love that. Fantastic. Welcome one and all to the party. It's great to have you here. I hope you've had a good week and you're going to have a great weekend. Thanks to those of you out there who've been picking up classes this week. Congratulations to additional viewers who've been stepping in there and grabbing some of these. Learning how to write stock options in a market that is just handing over trillions of dollars from the out and out desperado gamblers to the smart casino owners who are just saying, I'll take your money. You want to have an option on my stock? Sure, you can have an option on my stock. I can buy it back somewhere else if you take it from me. It's okay. No problem. Yeah, take my GameStop at 25. Take my Tesla at $200 a share. Take my Apple at 185. Here, yeah, sure. Here, how much you want? You want all of my Apple shares? You want all of my Tesla? You want my Pfizer shares? You want my Sixter share? Whatever share. I'll write. I think I meant to say Cisco. In any event, option writers, congratulations. You guys are scoring home run after home run. You don't feel it. Some of you, it's amazing how few of you uh, or some of you say to me, I don't feel like I'm winning. And I kind of help you do the math and you go, oh, yeah, that's right. A month ago, my account was worth this much money. And now my account is worth that much money, but it's all book value. I am richer on paper, just not in dollar bills. Oh, okay. Warren Buffett is richer on paper than in cash. You know, when you hear or read something about Warren Buffett is worth $59 billion, whatever the number is, it doesn't matter. It's not like he's got $59 billion in $100 bills lying around his house in Omaha, Nebraska. He's got billions in stock, but those aren't certificates. Those are digitally held investments. It's all relative. It's all just wealth creation, which you have to get into as well. But it's a lot easier to make cash off of a higher wealth platform than on a lower wealth platform. So if you're going to be sitting on GameStop deep in the money call options that you bought, say, $10 January 2025 call options, and the stock goes to $40 a share this summer, because the company is making money and lowering their expenses or whatever, the optimism is there. The stock's back to $160 a share where it was a year ago. Once the shares hit 40, you got a $30 book value contract. How many have you got of those? There's $3,000 each. You got 10 of them. That's $30,000 in deep in the money contracts. Did you pay 10 for them? You paid 10 grand and now you got 30 grand and you feel poor. Congratulations. Welcome to the party, pal. You got 50 deep in the money calls of GameStop that are trading at what? $30,000 a pop. You got 150 grand worth of GameStop calls. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to sell the 10s and buy 15s or 20s. You're going to buy 50% more deep in the money calls. You're going to go from 50 to 75 and now write 75 contracts. But you're not going to get $2 a contract in premium. You're going to get 4, 5, or 6 in premium because higher price stock have higher premiums on them. Hello, that's why Tesla is $10, $12, $15 a contract. GameStop doubles from here. You're going to get double the premiums you're getting now. All of a sudden, some of you will go, yeah, I remember those days, Bruce, back in 2022, way back in 22. I was getting $4 or $5 a contract all the time on my GameStop shares. I remember before the split, I used to get 12, 14, 15, $17 for every GameStop call I wrote. If I get $4 for a call with a 4-for-1 split, that's like getting $16 like I used to. Hello. But way back when, back there, when you had those $160 shares, how many did you have? 100, 200, 400 shares? You were writing two, three, four contracts at a time. Then they split 4-for-1. Then you sold the shares and bought deep in the money calls. Then you wrote a ton of calls, bought more deep in the money calls. And now we're going back to perhaps, maybe back to $40 a share. And you're not sitting there with 400 shares. You're not sitting there with 1,600 shares. 4-to-1 split times 400 shares. You're not there with 1,600. You got 45 deep in the money calls. You got 60 deep in the money calls. You have 90 deep in the money calls. And they're trading at $30 a pop. Some of you around here are about to become upper middle class demographic people, courtesy of perhaps GameStop. Maybe it's Tesla that's going to do it. Maybe some of you that have picked up Tesla shares or Tesla deep in the money calls and have written more and have bought more and bid more, maybe at $350 to $400 a share, that's where they want to go. You guys are going to become filthy freaking wealthier too. SoFi at $20 a share is going to change the attitude in this room dramatically. The interaction between this old man and my viewership with Tesla at $20 a share and you guys writing $22 and $25 contracts. Oh, are we going to have a party here? How many thousands of calls are going to be written every week by viewers on this channel, hauling in $2, $3 a contract? Thousands of contracts a week of cash coming in to the hands of my viewership. A whole different attitude is about to take place. You better get ready for it because it could happen. It could be going on. I'm not going to say it isn't, but it could. Fun times, everybody. If you've been listening to me this week and you've been taking it under advisement, where I said to you guys, Pfizer, I'm telling you, and I'm telling you again, and I'm going to tell you again, Pfizer, can you get your hands on deep in the money contracts on Pfizer for at least January 2025? While the stock is at its all-time 52-week lows, not all-time ever, but 52-week low trading range, can you pick up deep in the money calls now when nobody wants to get in it for the next 2 years and double or triple your money? Just asking, you want to double or triple your money or don't you? If you're going to retire in the next 5-10 years and you got 50 grand lying around and you're afraid to put it into anything, maybe you may want to put it into Pfizer. And if you can write calls on this stuff, buy deep in the money calls and write out of the money calls on Pfizer, knock yourself out. Enjoy the ride, people. 2 years from now, I know there'll be a handful of people going, I listened to you and I did it. And oh, am I ever glad I did do it? Because boy, I tripled my money on this thing. I made returns on my contracts. Just that was easy. And those deep in the money calls just kept going up, 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 and up and up. And I thank you very much. You have made our retirement plan a reality. You're welcome, everybody. We do the best we can. One other thing to think about, I guess. Let's just pretend that you bought, you bought 5 or 10 deep in the money calls on Pfizer. Like, what are these, $1,200 a piece? So what's 10 of them? $12,000 in the world of the market. That's chump change. You wrote 10 calls on Pfizer, and then you were able to buy another deep in the money call, and you rolled those over a month or two from now, and you got another deep in the money call. You get to 15 of them, 20 of them in a year or two down the road. You got 20 deep in the money calls, and Pfizer does go up $20 a share. and your deep in the money calls are worth like $30 each. The stock's trading at like 40, 45. You know what you can do now? You can do that. You buy your calls back. On the next go over, you buy them back nice and cheap, and then you sell your deep in the money calls. You sell them all. What do you do with it? You do with the dough. You turn around and buy the stock now. You buy the Pfizer shares. They're 40, 45 a piece. You won't get as many shares as the deep in the money calls you had. You had, say, 25 deep in the money calls, and you end up with maybe 1,500 shares or 1,800 shares. But they're bought and paid for, and they're yielding 4% interest yield. So now you're collecting the dividend and still writing options on a long-term basis on an account that's worth triple what it was going in. So you had 50 grand going in, or 10, 15 grand going in, and you've now turned it into 60, 70,000. There's that. If you've taken a $50,000 retirement account and you've tripled it to 150,000, now you're hauling in 6,000 a year in dividend money, 500 a month, and premiums on top of that. You've taken a $300,000 account and turned it into $1 million account. Hello. These are just miniature little things that I can foresee going forward as you guys mature your investments out and grow these accounts up and cash flow your way into a upper middle class lifestyle, grow the base of which you're writing against dramatically as well, and build your wealth. And you're becoming an account manager. If you are complaining to me, or let's put it this way, it's not complaining. You're saying to me, oh, I got to do another rollover. I can't find this, or I'm having trouble finding these trades. Welcome to account management. Welcome to the world of being a full-time asset manager. It's supposed to be hard. If it was easy, anybody could do it. To quote Tom Hanks, the hard is what makes it great. It has to be hard. It has to be challenging. Sometimes you need to do a rollover of 50 contracts and you can only get 5 done today. Oh, boo-hoo. You only got 5 done today. There are people out there, if they knew how your life has changed and what it is you're doing for a living now, would be shocked that they are working in a cubicle somewhere in an industrial park, who knows what, or in an office tower downtown, surrounded by miserable fellow employees who hate their lives. And you used to be among those folks, are now at home having a hard time rolling over 50 contracts. Oh, gee, they'd kill to be in your position if only they could understand what it is you know. You have taken your life into your hands and you've made it yours, and you're in control of your destiny. And you have got to understand that this is your new normal. This is the life that you will do now. But you don't have to do this from home if you don't want to. You don't have to be stuck in your rec room all day long to do an option trade. You can go for a walk in the local park you like, or take your bike for a bike ride, or go in your car and take a drive in the country. For whatever your plan is, go and visit relatives in a nearby state. Get on a plane and go wherever. Take an extended trip overseas, multiple trips, whatever you want. Just take this with you, and you'll be an asset manager wherever you are, in whatever time zone you're in. And your old friends, all your deep personal relationship coworkers, are stuck in hell back home where you left them, and they're going to stay there. And the next time you see them, you're the one with the tan. You're the one that's looking great. They're going to go, oh, you look great. And they're the ones with the wrinkles and the worry warts and the stress that is just in their soul, because at work, there is no fun at work waiting for them. And they know they're going to be there Monday morning. You're not. They are. This having control of your life thing that I keep talking about, this is forever, okay? This isn't like a 2-week, take control of your life for 2 weeks and then get back to work. No. This is for the rest of your life, which will likely be extended now. You're going to be doing this. This is a lot less stressful than that, and you know it deep down inside, many of you know, Bruce, you're absolutely right. I am so glad you got me out of that thing. Some of you are in the next 3 to 5 years are going to realize, oh my God, a whole bunch of my former, you know, coworkers that I've known for years, uh, nothing good happened to most of them. Nothing good. Some of them got laid off, and they were so devastated by that they went broke, they went belly up, whatever. Some of them got laid off and got lucky. They were forced to walk out. They got jobs somewhere else and got more money, so they won. You know, by fluke, they won. Those of who are still, you know, were able to stay and kept stay, they hate their lives. They've many times you're going to hear stories from former coworker friends that are going to say, "Yeah, I was promised I was told I was going to be promoted to so and so and such, blah blah blah." But then the company changed completely, and all bets are off. Or the company I work for, we sold the ownership of our company sold our company to another company, which is a competitor, and I've dropped 5 notches in the seniority scale, because I was the takeover company. I wasn't the one that took over. We were the one that were taken over, and I'm subservient to all those employees. And I've just lost 10 years of my career through no fault of my own. And you're going to hear this kind of stuff again and again and again and again and again, because this is the new normal. The new normal is cost cuts, layoffs, mergers, acquisitions, and the cutting down of unnecessary expenses. What are unnecessary expenses? You're an unnecessary expense. You're not a senior manager. You're not an owner of the company. You're unnecessary. You're replaceable. You're replaceable like that. Whether it's another human being brought into your cubicle, or it's a human being 5,000 miles away in another country that's being hired under contract and does Zoom calls, and you're out of a job. You either get kicked out, forced out, bought out, or you walk under your own terms. Unless you're in control of your career, you're a highfalutin legal type guy and girl, you're in charge of the legal department of the whatever. Way to go. Do you know how many miserable lawyers there are out there? Many miserable lawyers. How many miserable accountants there are? How many miserable vice presidents and senior vice presidents there are? Gazillions. That's gazillions of them. But I got to tell you, if you actually take the walk and walk out of a career that's going okay, but you're now controlling your own financial destiny as your own manager, you have made a move that 99.9% of the world would like to make, but only 1% of the world has got the guts to do. And this is why I keep saying to you guys, good luck finding someone to talk to in person about what it is you do and how it is you do what you do. You're not going to find anybody. You're just not, because you're talking about finding a 1%er. The 1%ers out there are very hard to come by. And they're not the ones walking up and down the street waving their hands in the air going, well, look at me, look at me. The 1%ers that are successful managers of their own domain, very private people. They live very comfortable lives. They don't need to go to the media and get attention or anything like that. They silently go about their business. And they're the ones who just thank the Lord that they found out a way, they figured out a way to grab control of their economic lives and are no longer dependent on whomever they're dependent on. And I guess I'll say this. This could be you right now, or this could have been you 6 months ago. And this is likely everyone you know in your family, in your professional life, through college years. Many of you out there do not actually know who you ultimately work for. You think you know. I work for a company XYZ. Yeah, you're part of that organization, but who actually are you working for? Is that entity its own private family-owned company? Well, then you can, there's the founder. Okay, I work for that family company. If that company is a public company or part of a public corporation, you have no idea who you're working for, because it's possible that the largest shareholders of the corporation that you ultimately are part of, whatever that gigantic conglomerate is, are a series of pension funds and hedge funds that you wouldn't want to spend a dime of your time with, a nickel of your life with, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. You don't want to be near these people, but they own you. They own the company that you work with, and they have objectives that are completely different than you. Their objectives is to go artificial intelligence on all kinds of departments, which eliminates your career from existence. Get with the program, kids. Look ahead 10 years, and what is your future really going to be? What is the department in which you work? What's the future of that department? What's the future of the corporation you're with? Is your corporation a winner or trying to survive? Your company a dominator and growing massively, or is it growing too quickly? Is it too leveraged? What is the future of the entity that you're surrounding yourself with versus what would the future be if you had it in your hands and you can just write options on whatever stock you want to write options on in whatever sector that you want to be involved with or not? Total control of your existence. Which way do you want to go? Up to you to decide. I think I know the answer for most of you that are here. Most of you that are here hanging out with this old man who has no hair on his head, you are that 1% crowd. You are the 1%ers. You are the ones who've said, yeah, you know what? I walked away from the crap. I walked out, or I am walking out. I am silent quitting. I am slipping out the door quietly. I'm becoming less involved in the garbage that's going on. I no longer drink that Kool-Aid anymore. I nod like President Xi of China. You see a world leader meet this communist piece of crap, and he's smiling as he shakes your hand and is thinking, if I can annihilate you, I would. The minute I can take your territory, I will, because I've got 15 million kids in my army, and I'm getting ready to dominate the planet. But he's smiling. I'm a nice guy. Yeah. Good luck with all that. You've already been slowly slipping away. You got to take over control of your own life. It's the only person you can count on. It's the one that's looking back at you in the mirror. That's the one. You better learn to count on that person. And I say, and I suggest, that person in the mirror that looks back at you, you can make that person very dependable by improving that person's ability to be independent and improving that person's ability to understand how these markets work and how they interact and how it works with your capital. And then that person will be able to take control of your life with you as a partner. And you'll be able to move forward very comfortably on your own without having to worry about what your city council votes on, what your state governor signs for ridiculous legislation, which snitch law is being put through your local state government now, so your fellow citizens snitch on you on your political thoughts and beliefs. What company philosophy or policies are going to be adopted by the corporation you're working with, what the national government thinks. You're going to be able to move your money offshore if you need to. You're going to be able to move your assets into other areas. You can get out of high tech and go into real estate. You can get out of real estate and go into mining. You can go into any other industry you want, anytime you want, like that. You can make your move, stay on top of your asset base, and not get caught in a ridiculous melting market that other people are trapped in. I mean, how many realtors right now in Orlando, Florida? What are the real estate agents in Orlando, Florida thinking this morning, talking to their fellow realtors? How hot is the Orlando housing market right now, knowing that Disney ain't coming? They're not building that $1 billion office complex. They're not bringing in 2,000 Californians anymore. That's over. That's done for. DeSantis just got elected last year for another 4-year term as governor. You think Disney is going to change their minds in 4 years from now if someone else gets elected instantaneously? I don't think so. No, this is a 10-year decision. Disney said, okay, you are messing with us. You know what? We have hundreds of billions of dollars of decisions to make over the next decade. We're an annual generator of a lot of capital here. We're going to go where the pastures are the greenest, safest, dependable, and we're not going to be pushed around by some low-life schmuck with his zealots to tell us how to think, how to breathe, how to tell our employees what to think and say and do. That's not the America we're part of. Sorry, pal. We'll delay and ultimately defer our decisions elsewhere. In the meantime, the realtors, the home real estate agents in Orlando, and a whole bunch of commercial real estate agents in Orlando are going, oh, crap. This is bad news, because we know in the headlines today, it's the Disney company that's walking away. What's not in the headlines, it might be on page 4 or page 5, if you know what a newspaper looks like. Used to be a document that comes out every morning, a paper document. You turn pages to read stories, just in case those of you who are new don't know what a newspaper is. Deep in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th page are all kinds of other corporations who've decided to defer and delay their expansion plans or their thought of coming to Orlando, because Disney is coming to Orlando. How many spin-off businesses were supposed to arrive in Orlando because Disney was building a $1 billion campus for these $120,000 average salaried employees, 2,000 of them? How many spin-off businesses were dependent on these folks? It ain't happening. And all that is gone. Poof. Just poof, gone. Just in a nanosecond. That's over. And now there are cities all over North America going, what if they don't go back to California? What if they go to California now? They just stay there, but their plans are to move out of California. Where could they go? Might they build a $100 million campus in our town, our state, our county? I don't know. California is going, well, you're free to think more or less what you want here, sort of, kind of, but, it's not utopia everywhere else, but we're not Florida. That's our motto. We're not Florida. Get ready for the presidential election campaign for Mr. DeSantis and his zealots, and his I don't know what to call these folks. I really don't know. I'm just a Canadian. I'm not an American. I don't know this guy, but boy, what I see this guy doing scares the hell out of us. Notice how he signed the gun legislation, the loosening of the gun laws in private. No media was allowed he was into his office, surrounded by his, Republican pals, and he signed the thing. Hit the abortion legislation that he passed, this restrictive abortion thing, not in public. He signed that in private in his office. The dictator is in power in Florida, and his pals are helping put the laws through. I know that on my travel channel, the folks over in Key West, they did not want gigantic cruise ships coming into their port in downtown Key West, because and these ships were coming in and leaving. They were churning up all this muck and gunking up the coral reefs all around that area. And when these ships pulled up at the pier and 3,000 partygoers came off the ship, I mean, they were coming into Key West to party it up. The residents of Key West are going, we're being overrun by insanity here. We have bus tours all over the place, taxi cabs, Uber drivers, all scrambling everywhere to get people to and from the ship in the morning, get them off, in the afternoon, get them back. Mayhem all during the day. People walking around, gawking everywhere. We have 3 of these ships. That's 9,000 people at a time coming in. We can't handle it. They had a plebiscite to ban those large ships and control this craziness. DeSantis and his state senate, they overrode it and they said you can't dictate what you want to do in your hometown. We at the state level decide how things will be run in your town. This is not democracy, actually. In case you're curious, not actually democracy. Yeah, local people should be in control of their town. You would think, not in Florida. No, it's the DeSantis show, and good luck with that. He wants to be president of the country. Oh, that should be fun. Can you imagine this guy against 50 other state governors? You imagine the fight that you're going to have on your hands between some of the governors and President DeSantis? Can you imagine if he got the Senate and the Congress and he ran the whole thing like he's running Florida? Good Lord Almighty. Corporations will just walk out of America. Just walk out. Don't think it's going to happen. Think again. A click away. There was a bank run on Silicon Valley Bank. There were bank runs on other regional banks. Were there lineups outside the banks with television cameras everywhere showing thousands of people waiting in line to get to the ATM machine to withdraw money? Or would you see people trying to go inside and talk to a teller and get their money out? Those are the 30s, the 20s and the 30s. Those days are over. You want to get your money out of a bank today in a hurry? Pick up one of these things. It's a new invention that was created by Steve Jobs back in 2000 something. Click, click. I've just transferred $5 million out of my bank to another bank. Done. I don't like what's happening in my home country. Click, click. I've just transferred $150 million to an institution somewhere else. You want to call me un-American or un-Canadian or un-whatever? Call me whatever you want, but my money is safe as far as I'm concerned. I've put it where I trust it. Right now, I don't trust it in certain spots, certain places, under certain administrations. I'm out of here. I'm walking first, and I'll ask questions later. Simple as that. You move your money first, and then you decide what to do with it. Can I say? It is what it is. Welcome all of you for being here. I'm so glad you're here today. You option writers, congratulations. You are in control of your lives. You don't know it yet, or some of you don't fully believe it yet. You're going to become well off if you keep with the program. Some of you are already seeing results you can't believe, phenomenally good results. We're early. Lame Duck, thank you for being here. Richard, thank you. JR, Lorraine, Jamie, thank you for being here. Stephen Jackson, I wrote $10 call on PLTR a couple of weeks ago. It's at 12 now. Never really hold gains. Thinking of writing another $10 call a month out. Good or bad? Thanks for the advice. Yeah, you can go either way. It's up to you. DH Ruda, welcome, sir. Splair, good morning. David R is here. Karen, Bobby Atkinson, David R. SoFi really needs to do something about the float. JR, so Discord says it is their birthday, and can we try out activities? Anyone done activities there? I don't know what that means. Drew is here. Bill, fireworks. John Anderson, Wing Commander. Jeff, wow, exciting morning. JR, it's expiry day. Dude is here. Maria Powell, Home Skillet, Beach Boy, Extreme Edition. In the value of your assets can drop to zero in a flash crash. It's not really security. Well, welcome. Beach Boy, JR, do you know that things get lost in translations? Do you? Maria Powell, thank you, Beach Boy. JR, yeah, but at what cost? Good morning. A Hot Wing Mike is in the house. Thank you. Extreme Edition. It's interesting. Warren Buffett isn't giving his children any inheritance. It all goes to charity because he wants his kids to create their own wealth, and they can, and they are. They're not poor. Bobby, Uncle Bruce with the Pfizer idea. This trades in USA and Canada. If I'm correct, both offer options. Which is better? American get more and Canadian will pay more. I'm talking US Pfizer. I'm not talking about anything else but US Pfizer. Stephen Jackson, ventilators killed COVID patients. Okay, Steve, thanks. Lame Duck and your kid's life. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. Time to get that dough. Alberto's truer words have never been spoken. Welcome, my friend. It's Ryan. Spreads of GameStop are getting $5 plus wide now. It's Ryan. Long call. Sell my house fast. Good morning. I'm number 65 on the thumbs up meter. Alberto, Uncle Bruce, you have to set me on a path. You have set me on a path, and a path that my career means nothing to me anymore. I work until they sneeze. in my direction. Well done, sir. Bobby, RCO is employed by an investor group who is the owner of us and others. We've met him once. We met him one time. Alberto, but your path has also made me exempt from VA benefits, which is fine for me. Fine for me. Hot Wing Mike, since finding you, I went from assuming I'd be working until I died to trying to retire at 45, 50. Giddy up. Bobby Axon, CEO swings by a few times, but lives in the USA. We're here in Canada. Larry, good morning, folks. I am number 73. Alberto, Hot Wing, hopefully sooner. Yeah, baby, Alberta, you're right. Extreme Medicine, I knew as an employee this had to be temporary, and I needed an exit strategy. David R., tax the rich. Those mean Republicans taxing Disney. Extreme Edition, all Disney did was say they didn't like the social policy, and DeSantis went on the attack. Hot Wing Mike, pulled my back at work yesterday and was supposed to fly to Calgary in 2 hours to eat a few bagels with hockey rink, but can't sit on a plane right now. If I didn't have a job, I'd be fine. Shamalama Ding Dong, people are fleeing Democrat states in droves and relocating to Texas and Florida. Those states are going to be just fine. And no, I'm not a Republican. There you go. Bobby Atkinson, if you're working from home, you may pull something else with your partner. Things can happen in both places, you know. Abe Vagoda Money, best state advertising you can have. We're not Florida. We're not Florida. Hot Wing, baby. Bobby, where do you go? Touch grass, Florida, man. Rasman, number 78. Extreme Edition. It's all about manufacturing outrage to motivate votes. Alberta, my veteran motorcycle run has been canceled. The consensus is not to Florida, so they are picking a new spot. I just want to ride. Bobby Atkinson, welcome to Ontario. Clay, and there you have the party of small government dictating how people live their lives or control their bodies. Clay 180 with the government. JR, Alberta, come on over to California. Nice places to ride here. Bobby Atkinson, Port Dover in Ontario used to have a huge biker rally every Friday the 13th. Extreme Edition, DeSantis is destroying Florida faster than climate change. It's Ryan. GameStop spreads getting wider, less liquid. Be careful. Home Skillet. Anybody know why DeSantis and Disney are feuding? Buddy, anybody know? Alberto, Char, we did California 3 years ago. They are talking about Canada. Clay, we can get Bugs Bunny to saw off Florida from the USA. They'll be fine. Bobby, 1,000 of the bikers would just appear there. Port Dover has one strip for the entire village. Hot Wing Mike, it still does, hubby. Alberto, Bobby, yes, that's what they're looking into. Shamalama Ding Dong. Alberto, I suggest North Carolina. The ride to Asheville is gorgeous. My parents are there on their bike this week. Who else is here? Welcome. Good morning, Bruce from Sauce Everything. Charlie C. Home Skill at Disney is so woke, and they want the schools to be able to say and teach your kids anything. They're no longer kid-friendly, and DeSantis stood against them. Charlie, keep drinking the Kool-Aid. Hot Wing Mike, Alberta, ride to Vancouver for a bagel, then go to mountains to see Uncle Bruce. Karim, I'm number 59. Josh, Bruce, it's good these corporate monopolies are being broken down by DeSantis. It's good. This old fool was wrong, says DH. How did these ATIP SoFi leaps work out? Bruce doesn't know what he's talking about. He's an idiot. Clay, I can't wait for members only mode to get these Florida men out of here. Josh, so if you think Disney and these corporations need more power, that's scary. Did anyone see the Twitter thread stating that hedge fund manager Hugh Henry had warned that the Biden administration is mulling a freeze on U.S. bank withdrawals amid the decline in M2 money supply? Do you actually believe that? Do you actually believe that's really going to happen? I mean, come on. Really? TJ, the wheel deal. My top 5 stocks, 2 wheels: SoFi, Riot, Mara, Tesla, NIO, Alternates or CHPT, and Pantera before the recent run-up. Congrats. Josh, Clay, I'm actually a moderate that believes in freedom and not from Florida. I've lived both Democratic and Republican worlds. Both have their ups and downs. Of course, the Democratic and Republican parties have changed dramatically. They changed from the 40s to the 70s. They changed from the 70s to the 90s. They've changed from the 90s to today. They're going to change in the next 15, 20 years. Things don't remain the same. I mean, you can't compare the Democratic Party today to the John F. Kennedy Democratic Party. You can't compare Republicans today to Reagan's Republican Party or Eisenhower's Republican Party. I mean, it's not the same. The United States isn't the same. The world isn't the same. You have to just look at today's situation and decide for yourself what's the way to go. Do you want freedom for people to decide and corporations decide what they want to do? Or do you want limited government rules and regulations? Or do you want total domination? Some want a little of everything, some want it all, some want none. There's no consensus anyway. Never would have been, never will be. It is the way it is. But you know what? I see corporations with their dollars walking out of certain places of the United States, and they're doing it quietly, in most cases very quietly. Others not so quietly, and the Disney thing is not so quietly. So there you have it. How many conventions are not being held in certain states right now because of policies that have been enacted there in the last 5-10 years? That is still costing states dearly. But hey, one state that gets, that passes whatever legislation and creates a backlash, that state will say, well, that's what we elected. Those are the people we've elected, and that's our policy. Until the election changes, nothing changes. Fair enough. You have to decide for yourself what your decision is going to be, however you're doing, whatever you're doing. It's okay. Flint Creek, hi, kids. Hello. Yep, stop the hate. They both have their good side, bad side. Mr. Premium, good morning, y'all. Let's go. Fantastic. Let's see, what else? Charlie, Bruce, I am not drinking Kool-Aid. Sadly, you are talking about something that you have researched. I have kids at home. I see what's transpired. Disney's not the same. You and I grew up with either. I agree with that. Everything has changed, Charlie. BP. No, Uncle Bruce, I don't believe it's going to happen at all. But I'm from the UK, so does that not really affect us? I was just having a chuckle about it because of our debacle with prime ministers. Mr. Premium, the option. TJ, the wheel deal. I like your channel. Writing options. JR, I don't consider it a good point when the state takes power away from cities and counties to write their own laws and ordinances and gives it to the state legislature like Texas did and Florida. JR, state government meets only once every 2 years. Nothing will get done. Charlie, I love your thoughts and inputs on stock market. Hate your politics. We can still be friends, but you and I couldn't be further apart politically. Disney is covered up. Disney is covered up with conventions. Okay, whatever. Hey, it is what it is. The bottom line is, folks, we're trying to make a living and make money. And those of you out there making money on the market, way to go. But I will admit, and I know all of you know this, sometimes politics can get in the way of making money. And sometimes there have to be government regulations in certain areas to keep crazy problems from happening. Like, for example, rail safety. Okay. If you're going to allow a rail line to run through a town, and through that town, you're going to allow a railroad to bring through toxic chemicals that can kill or explode, I would say that rail line should be regulated, should be well maintained, as should be the rail cars. I would like federal or state inspectors making sure that these comply, because on our highways, when a truck rolls down an interstate highway or through cities and towns will say to trucks, we have a truck route. You want to bring hazardous chemicals through our town? Here's a truck route around our residential communities to our industrial area of town. We have our town laid out as a downtown area, residential area, and industrial, light and heavy. And we'll keep our trucks and trains and hazardous chemicals and components in the heavy industrial area, which will be heavily regulated with safety rules, so we don't have explosions. We're funny that way. We like to not get killed at work. We like our workers to come home to the suburban part of our town at the end of their shift and feel safe going to work during the day. It's a funny thing, but now you may want to say that's anti-freedom and anti-business. Call it what you want. But a safe and work environment seems to be a popular thing with most people who work in these environments. Call me crazy, but that's the way it is. But if you have a rail line going through a city, you would think that it should be kind of regulated for, hazardous benzene and pneumonia and all these other chemicals. Most people in the world, including me, we have no idea, not a clue, of the kind of hazardous materials running through most of the towns in which we live or someone we know lives. We have no idea because the amount of hazardous materials out there is infinite. It boggles the mind. I bet you that if you were to talk to uh, average workers in certain factories and manufacturing centers, Canada, USA, they would tell you privately, oh, yeah, the stuff we handle, we get these drums come in on a truck every 2 weeks, and the stuff in those drums, if you were exposed to that, it would kill you in seconds. And yet we're allowed to deal with that material. And there's houses just over there, There's kids, there's playground over there. Just a block away, there's playgrounds. There's a school with 500 kids just down the street. The wind, wind moves, both directions. Sometimes the air comes from the school to our direction. Sometimes the wind goes from our direction to the school. If this stuff ever got out, we'd have casualties like you wouldn't believe. By the time they figure it out, there'd be hundreds of people dead by the time they figured out what happened. It's just a miracle that, we haven't had a disaster already. I bet you that is such a common story across so much of North America. But until it happens, it's not a story. So there you go. What can I say? Fun times. What am I supposed to do? Anyway, thank you, everybody. Larry Blake, number 93. Thanks, Larry, for the thumbs up. Nazareth, number 101. Thank you, Nazareth. Eisenhower was non-political and only ran as a Republican because the party asked him to be their candidate, knowing he was a definitive win. You had the ultimate leader of the Second World War, the general who happened to run the theater over there. It kind of worked out, didn't it? And it's funny how Eisenhower and the Republicans were basking in the glory of the Second World War win when the president of the United States during the war was Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the socialist democratic president with 4-term wins as president of the United States. So you had a Republican win the Second World War. You had a Democratic president win the Second World War, and a Republican general bask in the glory of the victory of the Second World War for 2 terms. And that's America. That's what America is. George Bush, the father, had Operation Desert Storm, the knocking of Iraq out of Kuwait back in 1989, 90, 91. And he got defeated by Clinton because Ross Perot came in as a third-party candidate and ruined George Bush's chances of a re-election. And Clinton got 8 years. And then, of course, we have George the son take over. And, of course, he had all kinds of fun with the 9/11 nightmare and, of course, reigniting America's interest in going to war again. And running the deficit through the roof, and then the ultimate financial collapse. And then Obama had to come in, the Democrat, to clean it up because he inherited an absolute nightmare. And away we go. It's just the wheel of life, the circle of life. Can you just make a go of it out there, kids? Can you make it work? Politics is very dumb but very important. Luca. Ciao, Uncle Bruce and all. Thank you, buddy. How you doing? Shane, glad I picked up 10,000 more SoFi at 452 on the Webbush downgrade. Well done, Shane. TJ, I'm new to your channel. Mr. Premium introduced me. Good content. Thanks, TJ, for coming in. It's nice to have you here. Charlie, Disney's making business decisions based on the economy and so many other companies as well. I see Disney reacting to the recent earnings announcement, and they took earnings hit unrelated to Florida. Oh, think again, my friend. Think again. There's some truth to that, but there's so much more. DeSantis is running an anti-woke, whatever that is. Dude, I'm with you, Uncle B. Ronald D. is going out of his way to attack Disney, regardless of his recent decision. I don't have a dog in this fight. Alberto, does anyone what the woke movement intends? To be informed of actual political past and present, too much has been swept under the rug for too long. Trader Timmy, I like Disney. Mandu, 107 thumbs ups. Good morning. Clay, Alberto, hey, get your logic out of here. We just want to be mad at woke liberals and blue hair. Yeah. Clay is here. Alberto laughing. He's laughing. Dude, yeah, Alberto, the woke thing is now kind of done right as soon as politicians and media start using that word. It loses all meaning. It's crazy. Trader, no idea what woke is anyway. One person's idea of woke is another idea of person's different than someone else's idea of woke, I suppose. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for being here, tolerating the content, tolerating the old man. I'm just glad you're here. We're just trying to figure out a way to make it work. What can I say? Can we make money in this market or not? Thank you all who are subscribers. Thank you all who are members of this channel. We're going member-only content now. Thank you so much for joining in. If you'd like to comment during the market timing here, become a member of the channel ASAP. And if you want to become an ultimate follower of this channel, become a Gold Bagel member. Step up to the big level. And not only can you join us now, of course, you get to also join this channel exclusively as a 8 o'clock in the morning follower for the Trade Alert Show that we do every day, Monday to Friday when the markets are open, for Gold Bagel members only, and Wednesday night, prime time, 6 o'clock Eastern time in the evening, Gold Bagel member only show. Again, become a Gold Bagel member and enjoy all those benefits. Otherwise, join us as a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, $10 a month and you're in, and comment with us and hang out with us. And those of you taking the classes on my website, thank you. Your professor is here. If you have any questions about these classes you've been taking or your option writing situation, let me know. I'll do the best I can to help you. And if you feel that you would like to have a one-on-one session with me to go over your portfolio, your option writing strategies, what's working, what's not working, what have you, hit me up. Find me, send me an email. The email is down below, brucefarmert@hotmail.com, and send me a message, and we'll see if we can get together, and we'll have a one-on-one, on-camera, private session. Or if you want to invite your significant other to the party, absolutely. Let's go over where you're at and where you're headed, and let's see if we can help you get richer. All right. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the party. 5 minutes from now, we open for trading. SoFi right now is 507. It is unchanged this morning overall on SoFi. I'm showing the Dow about 71 points higher, give or take, in the pre-market as we're coming closer to the opening. We've got, let's take a look at these other indices here. We're up 10 points on the S&P, and we're up about 15 on NASDAQ. Oil is hanging around 72.98, up $1.12. There is where we're at. All right. We have no change on Rocket Lab. I've got SoFi down a penny, GameStop down 13 cents. I've got nothing on Matterport. I think we're up 2 cents on 23andMe. Might be down 3 cents on Spire. ATIP up maybe 3/4 of a penny. SmartRent down 13 in the pre-market. Cyxtera is up 3/4 of a penny. Apple is up 98 cents. Goldman up 89 cents. Cisco down 3 cents. Tesla's up 87 cents to 177.76. Arc Innovation's up 9 cents to 39.21. Microsoft down 69 to 317.83. Gained 450 yesterday. Pfizer is up 9 cents. HPQ up 3. Alphabet up 92 cents. Amazon up 43. Nvidia down $1.27. We got Unity down 27 cents. All right. There you go. Morgan Stanley stock dips as the CEO sets a 12-month timetable for a successor to take over. So there's a 1-year shift going on there. And let's see here. What else is going on here? Not much else in the way of headlines, really. There's nothing like catastrophic going on that I can tell. Welcome all to the party this morning. Good to see you here. We've had an interesting week. The debt ceiling talks, quote, continue, whatever. It's a nothing burger. It always has been a nothing burger. People just trying to spin it in their direction. It is an absolute waste of time for almost every American out there. It's a distraction, and it does not address issues that need to be addressed. But then again, you're not going to get anything constructive out of the clown show out of Washington right now, because there are the Looney Tune members of Congress that are trying to get their 30-second sound bites out every day, and they'll figure whatever topic they can come up with to get their exposure. So you're not going to get a new bridge built over the Mississippi River by anyone out of Congress these days. So whatever your pet project is, or whatever airport needs massive investment, or whatever seaport needs to be improved, or whatever highways need to be upgraded, you're not getting anything out of Congress right now for any of that. So sorry, folks. We're into an election cycle that's going to last 18 months until next year, November. And even then, we don't know if anything happens. So, welcome to America. For some businesses, they've decided, you know what, I'm going elsewhere. I'm going to go and do business where I can do business rather than where I can't do business. Can you blame them? I can't blame them. Think about this. You want to open up a factory to produce product in America? Good luck at getting approval, regulatory approval, environmental approval. Good luck at hiring 2,000 people without perhaps being hit with a unionization drive. Can you imagine a private business trying to open up this kind of a brick and mortar kind of location in the USA? Certain states are easier than others, obviously, but still, why do that when you can go to Mexico just across the border, and you can build factories there in months? Employees lined up down the street, thousands of them, for jobs that pay 1/5 what you'd have to pay in the USA. And you can bring the goods across the US border duty-free into America, and you can charge first world prices for your merchandise made with quasi third world labor. Why would you build a plant in Cincinnati, in Rochester, New York? Why would you think Youngstown is the place for you? There was a time that RCA made televisions in the United States. Motorola made TVs. All these huge corporations made television sets and radios and stereos throughout all the northeastern states of America, the Midwest. They were good quality. They were warranted for a year. They worked. They lasted decades. Some of these TVs lasted 20 years. That all has been annihilated. Where are televisions made now? You go to your local Costco store. Can you find any television, stereo, computer, mobile phone, dishwasher, dryer, fridge made in America? Maybe one or two. Maybe. Go into a Home Depot. Why don't you walk up and down the aisles of a Home Depot and take a look at anything that's manufactured, from a fan to a lamp to an air conditioning unit, mower, rakes, spatulas. Tell me, what's made in America? 1% of the store that's in there is American made. Where is it made, really? Yeah, that ain't coming back. It's just not coming back. It's not going to happen. Anyway, there it is. So if there were to be a military disagreement between the United States and China, just what couldn't you buy almost instantaneously in the United States off the shelf of most of your retail stores? Just think about that. Probably almost 90% of what's on shelves right now would no longer be available because either a part of a unit was made there, or the entire unit was assembled there. And outfits like Target, Walmart, Costco, Home Depot, Lowe's, You name your major retailers, the major retail stores in shopping malls that import almost everything they sell, clothing, shoes, you name it. Nike would be in trouble. You would have bare shelves within, say, 30 days, bare shelves, and a whole introspective look at just what this country has come to. It would be shocking. It would be shocking. And most are oblivious to that fact. But that's what it is. What can I say? I know what writing options is, though, says Tammy Trader. Well done, buddy. Thank you, everybody. The term has been twisted and distorted to fit the illogical. I personally think Nelly wants to know facts. 2 + 2 is always 4. Amy, good morning. I'm number 110. Amy, Camus Bell on United States of America did a great show on Boris. Can't we all get along and make money? Double D, I'm here for the stock duck. Alberto, okay, members only. Thank you, Lordy Lord, to all. Imagine knowing facts. Christopher Columbus wasn't a hero. Okay, I'm done. George, Sebastian, my wife wanted to get a new credit card. Others all maxed out. She said, we make plenty of money. I said, why don't we slow down our spending? That makes more sense to me. Boris, Alberto, people are banging their heads against the keyboard because they can't answer to that. Alberto, Boris, laughing out loud, right? Mr. Premium of the Option deployed a Tesla cash secured put stinker. Hopefully it hits. Zed Estate, good morning. George Sebastian, Disney is not for the kids. It's all about profits. Matthew, 11617, good morning. Happy Friday. Apple is hitting a double top. I think it just might not be in touch with reality, says Matthew. Zed Estate, my favorite stove, Zim, is my favorite stock, Zim, $17, and the dividend date is coming up. Estimated dividend is $2. Hawkeye Pierce, 122, thumbs up. Larry Titus, the bells have been rung. Manager, number 124, thumbs up. Good morning, everybody. Pulse Guitar, I'm number 125. Thank you, Larry, for hitting the bells. As always, my friend, and thank you all for being here, and get ready to rumble. Let's see how things work out this morning. We're up and running, and let's see what the market is showing us to start the day. 4 minutes into the thing, and let's see what we have got. The Dow is up about 19 to 24 points, roughly. We're ahead 9 points on S&P, up 23 on NASDAQ. Oil up 85 cents. Mr. Premium, the option, ding, ding, sold a Tesla for 10 and just bought it back for $2.20. Nice cash secure put written there. Beautifully done. Easy money. Thank you very much, everybody. Rocket Lab, 463 down 2. Smart Rent up 7.5. AI up 52. Unity down 28. GameStop down 8. SoFi up a penny at this early point in the session. Uncle Bruce, when is the next triple witching data? I think that's next week. Next month, third Friday of June coming up. It will be a big one. The second quarter, triple or quadruple at least, coming up. But today is the third Friday of May, and a lot of contracts expire today as the third Friday of May, but the third Friday of June is a huge expiry date coming up. That's a month from now. You'll probably notice if you look at the open interest, how many contracts exist on stocks that you love to follow, you'll find that the week before in June, there are open interests. And then the third Friday, look at the number, it's way higher. Way more contracts exist on most big cap stocks for that Friday. Anyway, today is a busy day. Marcus, 131, Bruce. I am 131 on your thumbs up meter. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate this. All of you who have found a way to hit the thumbs up button despite all the political talk. Thank you all for being here this morning. Thank you, all of you who have been members for months and months and months, in some cases up to 2 years and counting. Thank you all for notifying us with those big green bars, how long you've been a member. We love it when we see those. Thank you, all of you, for your support of this YouTube channel. Congratulations, class members. You're getting smarter. You're getting better. You're becoming more familiar with how options work, how the markets work. You're understanding the psychology of the market. You are able to trade options in this derivatives market against some of the smartest minds of the business, and you're taking up your pound of flesh wonderfully. I say congratulations. The good news is this. Negative, you have to compete with other option writers who are smarter than you. Positive, you're selling options to those who are not in the know. And there are many of them. There are millions of those and thousands of you writers out there. And it's the writers that win. And congratulations joining this side of the market. It is a lot more profitable here. Zed Estate, Foot Locker just took a 25-cent drop in price. Yes, we know. We do and are aware of that. They are missing. They are missing on their targets. And, well, what do you want? It is what it is. You want to survive off the backs of folks who actually can't afford your product, then good luck to you, because with a tightening monetary supply and the possibility of higher prices, inflation-adjusted pricing, you've priced out of the market a lot of your clients. The big chunk of Foot Locker's clients are university students, high school students, and soon-to-be graduating university students. College kids. And these are the kids who are coming out of college with $200,000 to $300,000 student loans. And they're not in a position to drop $200 for a pair of shoes. And they certainly can't afford 5 pair of these shoes per year. And Foot Locker was under the mistaken thought that whenever a new style of running shoe comes out, that they'll just buy it. Sneakers are going to be bought no matter what. It doesn't work that way when you haven't got the cash. After a while, it just doesn't work anymore. Manager shorted you yesterday. Unity covered today. I locked in 6,300. Then I wrote 100 cash secured puts on Unity November 17 25s for 315. Interesting stuff. Unity right now 29.98, way out of the money. And I wrote 100 to keep us posted. How you doing on that? Way to go, manager. Making money on the Unity swings. Giddy on up. The Dow is up 33.5, S&P up 12, NASDAQ up 32. And Smart Rent is up 8 cents now to 361. Rocket Lab down 2 cents. AI up 29. Unity down 28. GameStop down 15. SoFi is at 507, unchanged. Tesla up 250. 179.46. Apple up 85 cents. Google up 247. Moderna's up 21 cents. Cisco's up 61. Pfizer up 16. Make that 18 cents on Pfizer. IBM up 57 cents. HPQ is up a dime. Microsoft down a penny. We've got Home Depot down 270. Vanek Vectors down 81. Netflix down 570. Adobe up 222. Goldman up 144. Boeing is up 18 cents. Meta Platforms up 106. Royal Caribbean down 31 cents a share. We've got, let's take a look here. Target up 16, JP Morgan up 52, Costco down $2, Walmart down $2, Disney down $1.40, Nvidia down $3, American Airlines down a nickel. Yeah, I don't think I want to be a real estate agent in Orlando right now. I have a suspicion that the Orlando area in general, the entire region, is reeling right now with the potential of a number of homes coming up for sale, a number of homes that people thought would sell for top dollar, not going for top dollar. I kind of wonder how many homes have been purchased by Californians in anticipation of being transferred over there and now not being transferred over there. How many homes are coming up for sale in duress with higher interest rates? Remember, Disney announced a year ago, at least or longer, they're going to build this massive campus in Orlando and transfer 2,000 minimum, $120,000 a year average salaried employees into Florida. These folks were in a position to probably afford, if husband and wife were working, they would likely haul in over $200,000 a year in income. They would likely qualify for homes between $400,000 and $800,000, depending on how much equity they're bringing from California. And think about that. How many Californians sold their homes in California at top dollar a year ago and were going to buy cash in Florida? Maybe did or were about to, and now will not. And all of a sudden, the demand has stopped. and there's an overflow of supply in Orlando of real estate, homes, condos, who knows what. This is a nightmare, and this is going to cause a huge problem for the Orlando region. This spillover effect is going to multiply, and I really wonder, out of Sarasota, Tampa, Miami, Jacksonville, how many other centers in Florida are being quietly decimated by businesses delaying decisions in Florida. I really wonder if that's possible. We'll find out in the statistics going forward. Every month for the next 3, 6 months, 12 months, we'll see just how real estate trends go and whether there's a shift or a movement one way or another. This is going to be most interesting to see how this plays. Anyway, there you go. Brian is here. I'm number 137. Good morning. Maria, good morning, manager. Nice move. Smoked Dog up 41% on Google from my January buy at $89. Definitely locking up those profits. Mr. Premium of the option. Amy J., you are in Orlando. What are you seeing? Time to buy the real estate dip, perhaps? Is this dip going to last 2 years? Right through the presidential election? How bad is it going to be? Manager wished I had shorted Foot Locker. I missed the boat on that one. There you go. Dow Jones up 50 points. Dow up 13 on S&P. We're up 34 on NASDAQ right now. That seems to be the party pal going on here. SoFi 505 down a couple of pennies this morning. Much calmer on SoFi today than on Monday. Much calmer. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, do you have a slot today for a one-on-one? I got one booked already, but I'd have to do another one. It would probably be 2 o'clock Eastern time. If you're able to do that, let me know. Uncle Bruce, my bid for Deep in the Money calls for GameStop finally hit yesterday. I had to bid the ask price, but the ask price was still a 98.2 split. So I'm good now to try to sell some covered calls. Brian, way to go. 22.87 on GameStop right now. You would be writing nothing less than 24s. Don't write 22s. Don't write 23s. Write 24s, 25s, 26s. Go out into the future. Stink offer something up there. Bring in some dough. Don't be bringing in $2 and $2.20 or $2.50 a contract. $3, $4 or more is what you want to bring in right now. That's the payoff you demand. Absolutely. Interesting. SoFi 507 unchanged. Unity down 31 cents. AI up 87. SmartRent is up a dime. Rocket Lab down 2 cents. The Dow's up 46 points. Congratulations, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Lots of stuff going on. Ooh, tons to watch today. Let me get this refresh going here. There we go. We got that going through here. Thank you, everybody, for popping in this morning. See how this market wants to play it. Wants to play itself today. We're willing and able to go any direction this market wants to play. It's fine with us. No problems at all. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for renewing your memberships, joining us, rejoining us. You're always welcome here. And hopefully you don't mind the old man ranting away here. 144 thumbs ups. Thank you. Thumbs uppers. Well done. And keep those thumbs ups coming through here. Love this. Let's see here. Home Skilled. I don't short stocks over. I will be picking up a couple long puts on Bud, taking a flyer on this one. We got Beach Boy. 2 p.m. Eastern is great. Thank you. BW, Uncle Bruce, I have the 2 p.m. Eastern spot today. Oh, that's right. I apologize. Yeah, I'm looking at Mountain Time, and oh man, Brian, thank you. Beach Boy, it has to be 4 o'clock Eastern time. It'll have to be 4 Eastern. Sorry. Otherwise, we'll have to do it tomorrow. My bad, Brian. You're okay. We're good. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, do you think they will run back to the Big Apple They've been running to the Big Apple already. Apple is 175.64. The 52-week high 176, and that we hit this morning. We've just hit the 52-week high first thing this morning on Apple. We're already there. Could it go up another $10, $12, $15? Sure, could go to 190. Will it? I don't know. Something has to upset the apple cart on Apple or the markets in general. I don't think it's a debt ceiling limit problem. Don't see that to be the issue. But Apple is doing well. Brian, I will take your advice, Uncle Bruce. Sell GameStop covered call December 2024 25 strike for 375. Let's see if this hits. I'm back in the game, baby. There you go. I like that trade. If you can pull that off, you're out of the money, a couple of bucks, and you're getting 375 on top of that. So you would be delighted if they exercised you. You'd be delighted. But taking 375 against the cost of acquiring the deep in the money call, that's a wonderful percentage return on your investment. I like this deal. Well done. All righty. Well, we'll see what we can do. Let's keep it going. Credit Savage, 52-week high. Why? Laughing out loud. Unreal. Beach Boy, remember, just as a heads up, it looks like I'm in trouble on this timing I gave you. It's going to have to be 4 o'clock Eastern. Can you work that? Otherwise, we'll have to do it tomorrow because I misread my notes. I am already booked at 2 o'clock Eastern today, and I forgot about it. I misread it as noon my time instead of noon Eastern. Let me know if you're okay with 4 o'clock Eastern today or tomorrow. Pick your time tomorrow, whatever we can do. Let's see what we can work out. Okay, send me an email. Let me know. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll get it done. Okay, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you for 148 thumbs ups. Beach Boy, 4 o'clock Eastern today is cool. Okay, got it. All right, 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm writing it down. Mountain time. Okay. All right. If anyone wants to have a one-on-one with me, 6 o'clock Eastern is available. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. All right. We'll get together with you folks. Make you richer. Thank you, everybody, for popping in here. There we go. Okay. Beach Boy, got it. All right. You're set. Manager, Uncle Bruce, will I get to load up more SoFi below 460 again? Who am I to say you can, and who am I to say you can't? Who am I? Personally, I hope you don't. I hope not. How about that? There's my hope. Now, leave it to the market to tell us. But welcome to the party. Zed Estate, if I buy deep in the money calls of Zim, would I get the dividend? No, you will not. Nick DeMaurier back with more time zone conversions with Uncle Bruce this morning. Yeah, Brian, GameStop is dumping a little bit. Of course, as soon as I tried to sell some covered calls. 22.64 at the moment. Chillax. Keep that bid out there and wait. And let's just see how this market fluctuates. The Dow's up 54, S&P's up 13, Nasdaq's up 35. You know how GameStop can do this all the time. 22.64 at the moment. SoFi 508 up a penny. Unity 29.78 down 47. AI up 19. SmartRent up 7. Rocket Lab down 6.5. Tesla's up 157. Apple up 74. Google up 126. Moderna down 7 cents. Cisco is up 65. Pfizer up 26. IBM up 88. Uncle Brian, don't worry, Uncle Bruce. I have learned well from you, and I'm an expert arm folder. There you go, my friend. There you go. All right. Giddy up, kids. We will win in the end. We always do. Option writers win in the end. It's pretty consistent. Well done, everybody, and keep it going. Bobby, 6 o'clock Eastern time is after happy hour. Is going to be a fun one-on-one. Oh, my. Otherwise, tomorrow, anybody want to have a one-on-one with me tomorrow? I could do a one-on-one at 10 Eastern, noon Eastern, 2 o'clock Eastern time, any of those for tomorrow. Let me know if anybody would like to have a one-on-one. We'll get it figured out. All right. Help you recap where you're at, go over where you want to be. Lorraine, Big Apple, New York City. Giddy up. Alrighty, what else is going on here? Just trying to follow this market. Now it looks like the Dow's going higher, 66 now. GameStop 22.55 off 50 cents. We are watching a third of a percentage gain on S&P, a quarter point on NASDAQ, 0.15% on the Dow. It's very quiet so far. Not much really happening here. Oil up 65 cents. There you go. There's an article apparently out regarding fintech stocks or something. Where was this? Where was that story? See if I can find that story. Oh no, I've got something else in mind here. Sorry, I'm misreading some headlines here. Age. I noticed something yesterday. What was it? There's a guy named David Byrne, I think is his name, the lead singer of one of the bands from the 80s and 90s. And it was his birthday yesterday. I noticed it on Twitter, on Instagram. There was a clip of him singing in front of the band, and someone said, "Happy 71st birthday to David Byrne." I thought, 71. These 80 pop icons, these 80s pop icons are turning into the 70s. He must have been, in his late 30s and 40s at that time. Well, mathematics, right? I mean, I guess maybe he was. And then again, in 1983, that's 40 years ago. Yeah, he would have been 33 or 31. He's now 71. My God. Unbelievable. Interesting. Okay. BP, Tesco CEO stepping down. Lorraine Floridians. Flint Creek, say hi to Dad, everyone. He's here with me. He recognized Uncle Bruce playing. Is that Uncle Bruce? My dad said, "Are you watching Uncle Bruce right now?" Dude, hi, Flint Creek Dad. Neat. Bobby Atkinson, help Uncle Bruce out. If he gets a one-on-one tomorrow, he doesn't have to unpack boxes. Help this man. Flint Creek, Talking Heads. He was with Talking Heads. 71 yesterday he turned. And Paul McCartney is 80 and Ringo's 81. Am I right on that? I think I'm right. Ringo's 81. Paul is 80. 71. My God. And how many rock and rollers did we lose when they hit 27? And how many, like David Bowie, 69, and Petty, Tom Petty, age 69. They couldn't hit the big 7-0. We're just, the losses are just piling up, aren't they? Well, that's what happens with time. What can I say? Father Time is relentless. It gets us all. What can I say about all that? Not much. Welcome all to the party today. So glad you could join me, including Flint Creek's dad. How you doing, man? Welcome to the party, pal. Over here, it's great that you are with us. And I hope you're having a great day and you're going to have a great weekend this weekend. Thank you so much, all of you, for being part of the gang today. 80-point gain on the Dow. It looks better. It does look better. GameStop coming back up a bit here, 22.56. Maybe a little run coming. SoFi's up 2 cents. Unity down 51. AI is negative 15. SmartRent still up 4.5. Rocket Lab down 3. So, the markets are not really doing a lot of good or bad today. It's just, whatever. That's what's going on in this market so far this morning. Tesla's up $2. Apple up 70 cents, maybe. Google up 70. Moderna up 16. Cisco up 68. Pfizer's up 28. Finally, Pfizer's gaining a little bit today. Buying deep in the money Pfizer's would be a real good idea for some of you out there. You have opportunities here galore opportunities. 36.17 low earlier this week. 36.74 is where we're at on Pfizer. The 52-week high, 54.93. If these shares went to 44.93, you would be laughing big time already. What can I say? There are golden opportunities out there, but you have to step up. And when that time comes, the time comes. All right. Thank you, everybody. 22.62 on GameStop. It's coming back. Here it comes. 20 down 43. Maybe it'll go back to 23, 23.50. Uh-oh, look out. Here we go. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, my. We have 150 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. It's great that you're all here. Wing Commander Bruce, Uncle Bruce, I've got a confession to make. Ever since you stopped doing the afternoon show, I'm up in bed by 9 p.m. at the latest. Could you do a quick wake-up call Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern? Oh, no. So you're getting to bed earlier. Is that what's going on? Is that what that means? Brian, there are a ton of call options expiring today on GameStop between 17 and 25. And, wouldn't it be something if the stock went to 25.01 today? 22.61 right now. About a dime better than about 10 minutes ago. Interesting. GameStop's low of the day, 22.40. Now 22.61, 21-cent pop back in the last 7-8 minutes. Only 294,000 traded. Nothing for sale there. Interesting. SoFi 512 up a nickel. We're popping up again. SoFi's high of the day today has been where it is right now, 5.13 a share, up 6 cents. That's the high of the day on SoFi right now, 5.13 a share. Unity coming back. It's only down 36 cents here, 29.88. Unity's coming back up. Smart right up 4.5. Dow's up 55 points. Okay, there you go. Target recalls nearly 5 million threshold candles after severe burns and lacerations reported. Whoops, that's not good. Wing Commander, yes, Uncle Bruce, I have a 16-month-old at home. Remember, the one who kicks me out of bed between 5 and 6 a.m. local time. Yikes! So if I'm not doing the afternoon show, I guess I'm helping you. Is that what it is? I'm not exactly sure, because I know that the afternoon show would have been on between 9 and 10 every night, if I recall. I think that's what I was doing from Switzerland to Germany. Was the afternoon show was 9 to 10. I've lost track of it all. I just try to focus on the now as best I can. What do I have to do today? Am I on the air? What time? Well, am I on the air tomorrow? Saturday? No. Do I have any one-on-ones tomorrow? Not yet. Okay, fine. All right, I'm unpacking boxes. Okay, fine. I do the best I can with what my schedule says. I don't know. 5.13 on SoFi. High of the day. That's it right at the moment. Very quiet for SoFi. GameStop 22.60. Unity 29.94. Unity got down to 29.66. Now it's 29.94. It's coming on. It's only down 31 cents. Manager's going to make money today on those puts. He really will. Way to go, manager. 53-point gain on the Dow Jones at the moment. Oil up only 41 cents. All right. Alex, Wing Commander, I have fond memories of those days with my kids, but I won't go back to a 16-month-year-old. I'm not going back. No. That's why adults are young. New adults are young, generally speaking. And what I mean by that, under 35, young. Those adults who are 18, 20, 22, who have kids, it's over by the time they're 30, 35. No more of those, hopefully. Jen and I, though, we were 32 when ours showed up, and the 30s were tough. Those 30s were long hours indeed. Alex, I'm reporting in late. I'm number 151. Uncle Bruce, thank you, Alex, for letting us know and being part of the thumbs up community. Folks, don't let Strickland catch you. There's 198 people here and 152 thumbs ups. Strickland is on the hunt. He's patrolling the aisles, the hallways. He's looking to hand out those little pink slips. Don't get caught with Strickland because you didn't hit the thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button so Strickland can't touch you. You don't want to get into trouble. That guy never had hair, remember. Don't be called a slacker by Mr. Strickland. You do not want that to happen to you. That would not be a good thing. All righty. Anyway, welcome all to the party this morning. It's nice to see you here. All righty. 2261 on GameStop. Go, GameStop, go. 2262, 23, 2263, up another penny. There it goes. A little bit higher yet again. All right. Thank you all. Keep that happening. 155 thumbs ups, 45 to go, and we've got 200 today. Alrighty, what else is going on out there? Let's take a look over here. Headlines in the Wall Street Journal. What is going on? Anything incredible we need to worry about? Morgan Stanley CEO James Gorman plans to step down next year. Let's see. Zelensky plans to visit Hiroshima, where the G7 nations are pledging support to Ukraine. Let's see. Did anyone notice last night the NHL hockey game between the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Hurricanes? They went into the fourth overtime? It was right at the end of the fourth overtime that Florida scored. I think that's how that went down. Yes, with 12 seconds left in the fourth overtime, Florida Tkachuk scores to end the sixth longest game in NHL history, to win 3-2 and take a 1-0 lead. That is the fifth overtime win in a row for Florida this year. That's a big reason why they're in the third round now. They're winning all their overtime games. Oh, man, it reminds me of Montreal back in 93 when they won the Cup. The last time a Canadian team won the Cup, they won a whole bunch of overtime games miraculously, one after another. What can I say? All righty. What else is going on here? Headline, 3 minutes, 3-minute read here. Apple restricts employee use of Chat GPT. They're wary of leaks. That's interesting. Very interesting. Interesting stuff. Boy, oh boy. Nigerian police rescue 2 U.S. embassy staff missing after convoy attack. Yeah, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea to attack U.S. convoys. Let's see. What else? What else? Is there anything else to talk about here? For-profit schools to face penalties for high debt loads and low incomes of graduates. Interesting stuff there. And what else is going on here? Not too much. It's a kind of a quiet day, really. We'll see if anything breaks as the day wears on, but there just isn't too much really happening here. Yeah. Not too much going on at the old Wall Street Journal, apparently. Let's see what else is going on here. Where am I? Here I am. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I rolled my Google call a few weeks ago to 1. Lorraine, Uncle Bruce, I rolled my Google call a few weeks ago to January 25 110s, and I got 2567. Now it's 38. What should I do now? So you roll to January 25, 110s. Okay. And Google has risen on you, of course, like it has on everyone. Let me take a look. Hang on a second here. Okay. 123.84. Okay. So the stock is 123.84. You got 25.67 when you sold them. Okay. So you've offered your stock out at 135.67, right? 135. And it's trading right now at 123. All right. At $38 right now, this is where the call is trading at. It's only worth $13.73. I'm doing my math here quick. Yeah, it's worth $13 and has $25 of time premium, which makes sense because it's a January 2025, right? So it's got a ways to go. Right now, do nothing. Just don't do anything. Just sit back, fold your arms, and play the long game. Just what is going to happen most likely is the question, and I'm just quickly trying to punch in the quote, so just bear with me here. Just trying to get this thing up on my screen. Again, it's my big ass iPad, so bear with me. Here we go. 123.79 last trade, up 27 cents today. Okay. And we've been between 123 and 126 today, so the shares have backed off from their initial surge this morning. Fair enough. Okay. So January 2025 is what you've written. There are June 2025s, and now there are December 2025s coming up. Unbelievable. Don't roll, don't move, don't even blink. Just sit tight. For now, you need to do nada. You said 110s. Okay, and you're saying they're 38. I'm not showing that. I'm showing 110s at 30 to 33 for January 2025. So I'm not sure what quote are you giving me. I'm showing 30 to 33.20 for your contracts, not $38. They're still admittedly higher than what you got, but I'm not making you. I wouldn't have you do anything right now. Let me know if I got this right, or are you telling me something else? TJ, yes, Bruce, 4 overtimes, unbelievable. Lame duck, that was a great game. Manager, short squeeze strategy. Look for a hyper short at the close to the high of the day. Take a nap. If it runs short more, next day cover on the first dip. Right cash kid puts. Wait for it to go up. Sell cash kid puts. Short more. Rinse and repeat, says manager. There you go. Lorraine, let me know what's going on here. You wrote. You said January 2025 110s. I'm not showing them at $38. So let me know. My quote is 10 minutes old. Last trade I see is 32.20. So help me out here. Fill me in on what's going on. The 100s are 37 to 41. Did you write 100s? You're saying you wrote 110s. So Lorraine, what's up? What's the story?
Help.
Jen's here. There you go. How you doing, Jen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great because you know what?
What?
For the first time in 4 days,
Okay.
we've been able to open our windows.
Yes.
Folks,
We're not going to be able to keep them open for very much longer because the wind is turning.
more smoke coming?
Yes, it's turning from the north and it's going to go to 40 kilometers. So it's going to get smoky.
Well, we had terrible air quality.
Like
I mean,
11 out of 10.
11, it was bad. Like, don't go out of the house. It was that bad.
Don't take your dog out of the house.
We haven't been out of the house in 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
We haven't left this apartment in 5 days. But this is the first time since Tuesday that we've opened our windows to let cool air in and just circulate through the.
But it's still about a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not like crystal
perfect.
clear perfect, but boy, is it compared to what we had, this is fantastic.
Yesterday, people were walking on the street.
We had people out with their dogs and they're walking with their kids, and it's at least
the
better.
dog's like, yay! I don't have to do my business in the bathtub.
Yeah, well, yeah. Richard Carney, good morning, Auntie Jen. John Anderson, happy Friday, Jen. Mandu number 5, good morning, Auntie Jen. Flint Creek Soap Company. Flint Creek Soap Company saying good morning, Auntie Jen, and Flint Creek Soap Company's dad is watching at the same time.
Oh,
and Flint Creek was saying the dad was saying, are you watching Uncle Bruce right now? Yes, indeed. The
And is she like 100% back? She's
yeah, how
feeling
you-
good and everything.
yeah. How are you doing, Flint Creek? Are you?
Did she lose her smell?
You
or
must be
taste
doing a
or
lot
anything?
better than you were before because Dad's around. You must be doing. A
Oh
lot better.
yeah, right.
Manager, many people had asked me for my shorting style, so hopefully I helped some to make money. If I did, you are all welcome. There you go. The short strategy: look for a hyper short, close to high of the day. Take a nap. If it runs short more, next day cover the first dip. Write cash secured puts. Wait for it to go up. Sell cash secured puts. Short more. Rinse and repeat.
Take a nap.
It's simple. Take a nap. Relax. It's like folding your arms, but subconsciously.
That's right.
Unconsciously.
Well, maybe you could sleep with your arms folded. Like the mummy.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like a mummy. Could do that. Oh man, welcome all. 53 point gain on the Dow. We're just flat here. We're kind of just hanging around. We're up 8 on S&P. We're down 6 on NASDAQ. That's the story. Oil is up 44 cents a share. Yeah. Welcome all.
Oil's
Flint Creek says I'm at 150%.
Excellent.
Right on. This is good stuff.
Glad to hear it. So glad to hear.
Very good to hear. Cheers from Rocketman, the Rugman.
Or Rocketman.
Rugman. From a very tired Uncle Bruce. It was hard getting up today.
Fridays. Always hard on Fridays.
I got 2.
Have you been standing up to keep yourself awake?
No, not yet. I got 2 lives today. I've got one at noon and one at 2:00.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Beach Boy coming in this afternoon.
So after that, we'll do a little shopping.
We'll leave the house after that. So yeah.
In the height of the smoke.
As bad as it'll be. We'll see. I hope it's not going to be an 11.
Well, they're saying it's going to go back up to like 7 or an 8.
Well, that's not great.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
Don't want to go outside and breathe that.
Yeah, we don't want to be doing that. No.
Those little tiny particles get in your lungs and they don't go away.
It's bad news. Yeah. Lorraine, you got it right. So you've written 110 calls on Google for January 2025. I show them at 30 something, not 38. Sit tight, do nothing. There you go. There's what I would do. Just chillax. Do nada. Okay.
Take a nap.
Take a nap. Do this. Relax. It's all good. It's gonna be fine. Lorraine, you're gonna do.
Find a recliner. Take a nap.
Find a recliner and relax. There you go.
Yes. Aaron Rodgers.
R-E-L-A. Relax, says Aaron Rodgers. Relax. Yeah, I'd be relaxing if I were getting $50 million a year to be a quarterback. At the
age of 37?
38? I don't even know I'm not sure what age he is.
Jets.
Jets. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, what's going to happen there? Going to be a fun football season coming up.
Well, and at the start of this season, I'm going to be able to bring out the shrine. I have found my buckets.
That's true.
That's right. Rubber-made buckets of Steeler paraphernalia.
Oh.
The only thing I really don't have is furniture. I think I have everything else.
She doesn't really have Steeler furniture. No. She did find my winter jacket, my Steeler winter jacket. It makes me look like a Michelin man. It's one of those. But boy, that came in handy for the outdoor game we went to see, the football game we saw years ago.
For those minus 30s, that's a great jacket.
That's a great jacket. That jacket will keep you nice.
And going through security, the security guard just like, come here. Where'd you get that jacket? What's that? What is that jacket?
Yeah, this is at the Pittsburgh International Airport. We were heading out back to here, and we were wearing Steeler garb. So we
were wearing, I believe, championship T-shirts.
I believe someone over here was wearing a championship T-shirt for the conference, and the security was real easy that day. It was like a no-brainer.
Come here, just come here. Where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? You're going to Calgary. That's great. Where'd you get the shirt?
And
Where'd
you
get the shirt?
A few young gentlemen who appeared not to have actually gone to sleep yet.
They were
in the grocery, the little tuck shop, buying large bottles of water and little cans of aspirin.
Yes,
the
little tin of aspirin or Tylenol and water to drink it down with, and then go to sleep on the plane and try to recover from the party the night before.
Yes,
the exuberant
I don't think they have been
celebrations.
to bed yet.
Yes, they may have not yet gone to sleep.
It's the kind of thing you see in Vegas.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Folks in Pittsburgh do enjoy wins big time.
That's right.
They are good at it. They're experienced at it.
Absolutely.
A lot of guests come in.
Yeah.
Good for business.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you
Well,
gonna
I'm
do?
going to go have a cup of coffee, my Steelers cup, one of many.
I think I took one of your cups and put it in a higher
Oh,
shelf
there's a
because
stool.
there's just so many.
He
cups
uses a
also.
stool because he's only 4'8". He uses a stool.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, can probably reach it.
Lanky as she is, the long,
Lanky.
lanky Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife with the long hair, the
That's
long
me.
legs, and the long
Lanky.
heels. There's nothing sexier than watching Jennifer here unpack boxes wearing her high heels
Oh,
with her long hair.
those black dresses.
Oh, those long slit up the side dresses as she slowly unpacks.
Trying to not to get storage room dust on
That's
her.
right. Let me show you. Let me show you the outfit that she wears around the house. Where is that outfit? There.
Oh,
Here we have the photo right here. Yeah, there it is, right there. There, when Jen unpacks, she likes to, she doesn't want to get overheated. So you got the long, slit down the front there, and you got the long slice up the legs there, and then she can casually just, unpack a box or two and not rough up her fingernails and, hold me up there when we go out. So she holds me from tipping over with my stilts under my legs there.
that's right.
Because, I'm only 4'8", so I got to look taller than she does.
You got those drywall stilts on. Under
Those
your shoes.
drywall stilts that I wear, And when we go out shopping, I can tell you right now, Jen is the center of attention. When you see us at a shopping center buying groceries, I mean, look how happy I am. I'm going, hey, this is my wife. I'm doing all right. Here she is holding me up. It's all pretty good, It's good times.
All good times.
Yeah. So there you are, dear.
Okay.
Well, thank you for being you. And
Go Steelers.
go Steelers and go Rudman.
Only a few
and,
short months until camp opens.
Camp is going to open, and oh my gosh, we might be in New York, in that New York region in late August.
It's not that far of a drive from New York to Pittsburgh.
We have to we're going to have to take a look at schedules here and
That's right.
our trip coming up to Europe.
I think I need a sub with fries on it.
You need
Pimenti Brothers.
a Pimenti Brothers. Is that what it's called? Pimenti. Pimenti.
DJ DQ will tell you, but they have their subs and they put the French fries on it.
Well, they got the
coleslaw.
pastrami on it
Yeah.
and the coleslaw and then the fries
And
on
then the
top of
fries.
it.
Yeah.
She's kind of hankering for something like that. We'll have to see about our schedule because we're going to fly out late August to Europe and then come back in mid-October, and we have to figure out.
Yeah.
We might be doing a New York round trip to Europe and back, so there could be a layover in the Northeast, which means possible get-togethers for one-on-ones.
Yes,
And
that would be
possible
fun.
a possible Pittsburgh flyby. Hello, how are you? Or region. There's possibilities here, so we'll let you know when we know, because we are
We
scheming.
just can't be there. Our buy is so early. Our
6
buy
weeks?
is like
Week 6.
Yeah,
You said week 6, yeah,
the
early.
league hates us. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
See what
folks.
happens.
Yeah.
Happy
Thanks.
Friday, everybody.
Thanks.
Happy long weekend in Canada.
You can leave that door open
Yeah.
now that you're up. Yes. Happy everything and to everybody. Is this a long weekend this weekend? No. It is here, but not in the U.S. The markets are open in the U.S., so I'm on the air Monday. Is it next Friday that the markets are closed in America? Can anyone let me know that? Because if we are, then I won't be on, of course. Okay. Let's see. Theoretically, Bobby wants to know what could she do if she did roll out to December 2025? I made this mistake with DKNG. Folding arms until December 24 is my future. No, the future here for Lorraine is she's going to keep an eye on this Google stock, and if the Google stock does a pullback, with the markets as a whole, as soon as this debt relief thing is done, which could be a week from now, there's a possibility that we're going to have a pullback in the market for a bit, sell on the news. Possibility. Does that mean every single stock goes down? No, but possibly Google gives up $5, $6, $8, possibly. Then Lorraine will watch the option market very closely for her option. Number one, she's going to see where it's trading at. And she's then going to take a look at closer in for timing on other contracts. So she'll take a look at 2024 contracts. And if she finds that she can write a higher premium call closer into the market, if the stock drops, she might do that. She might buy back her 2025 and write a June 2024, a March 2024, a January 2024. She might do that as a first step. If the markets go lower faster and Google gives up a bit more ground, she might go from a 2024 June to a 2023 December, or a January 2024. Again, depending on the chain, the values, and what have you. We're always looking to adjust, always, and we'll always be looking to adjust. We'll see how it goes. Again, theoretically, we'll see. Manager Uncle Bruce, that is definitely thinking of another woman. Infidelity thing. I don't know what's going on here. I see what you're doing. Richard, Uncle Bruce on his stilts. Bobby can reach an extra foot with a new hip. TJ, Bruce, are your stilts made out of the same stuff on Lieutenant Dan's? Flint Creek, oh yes, Flint. October in New York City is a perfect time of year for a meetup. August, not so much. Mandu, happy Friday. TJ, not Friday, Bruce, following Monday. So, Kareem, Uncle Bruce, Monday, May 29th is Memorial Day, so I will not be on the air Monday, May 29th. Got it. There you have it. Because if the U.S. markets are closed, I won't be on the air. Got it. So I'm on the air this Monday, but not the next Monday. I guess that's what we're trying to say. Is that right? A week from now is the 26th. 17th. Yeah, that's a week Monday. Okay. Where are we at? GameStop 22.71, down 34. SoFi 509 up 2 cents. Okay. 22.73 on GameStop. Low of the day 22.40. GameStop coming on just a little bit here. Back towards where we were this morning. We'll watch for that, as we always do. Welcome all to the party, everybody. Bruce, are you headed to the UK? Too early to say. We are likely. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. Honestly, I want to. I would like to take a plane ride in an A380, the extra wide double-decker plane. New York, Lufthansa, New York to Munich is operating, and we might do a round trip to Munich on the A380, which would mean we might be in New York for a week in August, and we might be in New York for a bit of time on the way back in October. Might be. And so that opens up New York and region for possibilities, but it also means that we would be landing in Germany, in Munich, and then traveling from there. Now, where we're traveling, I don't know. I have no, there's nothing set anywhere. This is all just, I'd like to be in an A380. So there's that. Okay. Alex, Wing Commander, we might be in your neighborhood. Alex, I don't know if we'll be in London or not. I'm really not so sure if UK is in the plans. But Jen would like to do sometime a cruise from the UK up to the Scottish Highlands, the Scottish Isles. And we want to go to Ireland, and we'd like to see Norwegian fjords. So maybe we end up working our way towards the UK. Maybe not. I can't. I have no idea yet. It's still being formulated in our minds at this point. I'll keep you posted. But a get-together in New York City for viewers of this channel and my other channel is a distinct possibility. Now, could it be August and October, or one or the other? Yeah. Could there be a trip to Pittsburgh possible in this, maybe. Not sure yet. There's a lot of possibilities. We haven't figured it out yet. When I know, you'll know. And there you go. Open to suggestions. See what gives. Okay. The Dow's up 63. We're up 13 on S&P. We're up 23 NASDAQ. Markets have gone green again. They have gone green. Okay. Lorraine, I bought the stock for 87.87. This stock really runs. I like it. I will buy more when it drops. Lorraine, you're doing it beautifully. You're up nicely on the stock. You're up on a beautiful contract. I mean, you've done a really good job with that $20 hit. Nicely coordinated. And you can just sit back and enjoy the show here. It's all good. JJ, Emirates operates most Airbus A380s. I do know. So does Qantas, Singapore Air. We are aware of several airlines that do this. Alex, the A380 sounds great. Got it. You two would love Liverpool, home of the Beatles. Keep it in mind for any cruising plans. There you go. Beach Boy, how about a cruise with a get-together? How about that? A Mediterranean cruise, something like that. Again, the possibilities are endless, and we're just kind of going, we'll see. The big news for us is we know Jennifer's hip has been healed, and she is totally mobile again without assistance in many ways. And that means we are able to travel. And so travel is on the agenda. Now, we've got 2 trips in mind here, back to back. The first one is the European August to October timing. And then there's the November to going down under to Australia and New Zealand. It's like November, December, January, February, March-ish range, somewhere like that. Possibly Singapore as a potential, Fiji as a potential, Hawaii might be mixed in there. Then back to LA for the balance of our winter for April and May, and then back to here next June. So that's a big one. That's the big one, actually. The small trip is the tiny 2-month holiday. Tiny, between here, New York, Europe, and back. That's the small one, and the big one is the down under trip. So these are, we are throwing this around here a lot. And so while we're unpacking, we're talking about that. So yes, a lot's going on here. A380s leave from LA to Australia. Qantas, we know that. A380s fly to Singapore from LA. A380s fly Australia to Singapore. A380s fly North America to Dubai to Australia. Dubai to Singapore. A380s fly Dubai to Europe. Again, it's just so many, there's only so many routes, but there's a number of airlines that do it. The logistics are, endless. We'll see what gives. All right. Wing Commander, well, if you're flying to Munich, I hope you plan to book Audi limousine service. Thank you for the offer, if you know what I mean. Thank you. I appreciate that. Lorraine, Alberto, Uncle Bruce is putting you on notice. Be prepared. I will be there. There you go. It could be fun. Some folks in Jersey, there might be some folks in New Jersey that we find a way of rendezvousing with somehow, some way. We'll let you know. When we know, you'll know, and kind of go from there. The Dow is up 80. We're climbing now on these markets. We're up 13 on S&P, up 17 on NASDAQ. The markets are climbing up a bit. We're looking at a lot of red on my screen, but just partial reds here and there. GameStop now 22.68, SoFi 506, Unity 29.64, AI 26.73, SmartRent 349.5, Rocket Lab at 464.5. But the big markets are higher. Tesla's up 470 at 181. Apple up 85 cents. Google up 99 cents to 124.51. Moderna down 13. Cisco up 79. Pfizer up 26 today. IBM up $1.99 today. All right. HPQ has turned red. It's down 7 cents. Microsoft is off 60. We've got Amazon up down $1.02. Home Depot down 2.16. Bannock down 71. Netflix down 3.95. Adobe up 5.50. Goldman up 1.70. Boeing down 56 cents. Meta Platforms down 2.24. Royal Caribbean down 45 cents to 79.68. Target up 55. JP Morgan up 75 cents. Costco down 47. Walmart up 142. Disney down 156. Nvidia down $5. American Airlines down 18 cents. DraftKings up 9. Okay. Now, what do we got here? Home Skillet. I'm putting in a 20-cent stink bid on ATIP, averaging down on this one. Manager Uncle Bruce, I'm looking into writing 10 deep in the money poor man covered calls on Pfizer. Which one should I write? And there are daily cruises out of New York City, says Lorraine. What to write on Pfizer? Well, it depends on your strategy on Pfizer. It depends on your timing. Are you doing a short-term trade, which you're famous for, or are you doing something a little more long-termish, as I have been indicating for some of my viewers? So there's that question. 36.74 is the price of Pfizer stock right now. But to write calls, again, where was this question? Deep in the money, which one to run? Yeah, I don't know where you're coming from on your timing. If you're looking for some sort of a premium, if you were to write out of the money 38s, you could seek 220, 225 for January 2024. For the 40s, you would get 140 to 142 a share. If you were to go beyond that date, you'd have to go June 2024. Again, for long-term writers, this isn't a problem. For short-term writers, it is. The 40s are showing 212, 215, and that is 324 out of the money plus a $2+ premium. That's a safe trade. If you believe this is going to go beyond 40 a share, you'd be writing 40s at least. So there's those two trades. If you're looking to write something a lot shorter in time, 37.50s for September 15 will bring you 75 cents gain on the stock price. These are out of the money. 145 range is what you'd probably get right now. That may or may not be exciting for you, manager. I don't know for sure. Manager, long-term on Pfizer. Got it. So long-term, I'd be going January or June of 24, and 40s would be in the wheelhouse for premiums. The 37.50s might be too close to the mark because I feel the upside is several dollars, not $1 or $2. So I'd want to be ahead of this thing for sure. There you go, manager. There's my thoughts on it. We have 164 thumbs ups that have come in. We've been on the air 2 hours and 5 minutes for a Friday. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups. I know that we don't get as many thumbs ups on Fridays as we do Monday to Fridays. Monday to Thursdays. We just don't get as many. But thank you for the 164 thumbs ups already in this house. Thank you. I do appreciate it. If you can hit that thumbs up button for us, though, that would be much appreciated. It's 165 in, 35 to go to get to 200. The rerunners will likely get us there, but anyone here live, that would be great if you could help us out. And thank you, manager. I need the base shares first. Manager, that is why poor man cover calls. Got it. There you go. The Dow's up 87, S&P up 11, NASDAQ up 13. It's whatever. Let's see. What else? Oil up 39 cents. Okay. GameStop 22.61. Will there be an afternoon rush to 23 again? There could be. These options expiring, a lot of volatility here. Could they push more to 25? That would be interesting. SoFi 506 down a penny, nothing serious. Unity down 57 to 29.68. And like I said, we're seeing red, we're seeing green, depending on what you're watching. 397 gain on Tesla, 88 gain on Apple, 86 gain on Google, 70 cents on Cisco, 26 on Pfizer, 195 on IBM. We got green, but we also have red, and there it is. We'll watch that, folks. Keep an eye on these markets. 168 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Look forward to one-on-ones today. We got a couple of one-on-ones coming up. 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock today. I'm looking forward to those. Anybody interested in a one-on-one tomorrow, let me know with an email, and we'll get you set up. You can come in here at 10 Eastern, noon Eastern, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Let me know if anything appeals to any of you out there. Thank you in the meantime for joining me all this week as usual. You new members, thank you. New Gold Bagel members, recurring and rolling over members, thank you. Upgrading members, thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Thank you, subscribers to this channel. It's fantastic. It's nice to see that happening. Okay, everybody. Have a great afternoon and a great weekend. We're at the 170 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you for that. Let's keep an eye on these markets together and join me Monday morning, 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel member Trade Alert Show. Early alert, and then 8:30 Eastern time for all of us. Let's see if we get you guys richer through this week and next week. They're handing you the money, so way to go. Okay, everybody. Number 172, Cindy, thank you. 172 thumbs up just came through. I see now 173. Here they come. Dude says you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty good, Uncle Bruce. Not too shabby. Cindy B, have a nice weekend. Number 172. Fantastic, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. Give yourselves a high five for a job well done. Make sure to give your friends and relatives you care about, give them a big, long hug this weekend if you see them. You never know when it's the last time. A manager, neat. Octavio, neat. The knee emojis are coming through. I think that's an excellent idea. We finish off this show with a knee attack. And watch those thumbs ups come in. 176 thumbs ups are now in the house. Number 177 just showed up. Here come the knee emojis. Neat. As we push 180 thumbs ups out of the way and work our way towards 200. Thank you, Richard Carlin. Neat. Here they come. Edith, the big E. Neat. Eddie Ali, thank you. Karim. Neat. They're coming in. Bama babe. Neat. They're in here. No stopping the thumbs ups. 178 thumbs ups and the emoji attacks are happening at the same time. Thank you all so much. Pulse Guitar. Neat. There they are. Oh, beautiful stuff. Isn't it just the prettiest thing to see? A knee attack happening on this channel. The rest of the world is wondering, what the heck do they do over there? What are they smoking? These people are crazy over there. No other channel acts like this. 178 thumbs up, baby. Keep them coming, kids. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you, John Anderson. Neat. There you go, everybody. Knee attack is underway. Have a wonderful weekend, all. We'll see you Monday. Sheepy Investor. Neat. Giddy up, everybody. Thank you so much for your following of this crazy channel. We'll talk to you later, all. Bye for now.